Yes, we are going.
Peace and salutations. Welcome to this special report, Underground News Network. I am Editor-in-Chief Aital Eitman, www.unn13.com. Here we will talk about signs. There has been of lately an invisible thread attempt to bind minds ready to receive this information of an October surprise. On the internet, this information brings hope, but sources seem aloof, weird, channelers of the Galactic Federation of Light. All these white mediums, one might say, some very spooky stuff. A snow cone seen in Florida. Speaking of Florida, yesterday, September 20th, we called a cab, went out to Barack Obama's rally at Metropolitan Park, making it through 2 hours long, mystical seeming ritualistic walk reminiscent of Martin Luther King's march across the bridge at Alabama. This is all inside the park, mind you. First sign was we walked up to the park in long procession was a large black man, very tall, wearing a Michael Jordan basketball shirt with a big number 23. The energy of Sirius is in the air. Now, while in the park, walking a few slow miles under a overpass bridge, reaching the turnaround point, we looked up at a big slab, the bridge. There was a very clear number 32, i.e. Now, that's 23 backwards. Also the number of skull and bones, the Masonic order, etc. We are here to see the seer Barack Obama. It was like a huge rock concert. Better yet, the Million Man March. Or King's March on D.C. 12,000 Obama fans inside the park. Check this. 8,000 turned away outside. Obama said something that caught my eye. He said, quote, "Florida, I need you to make it happen. I can't win this alone," Obama said. "If you're not behind me, if you don't feel the fierce sense of urgency, what Dr. King called the urgency of now, then we may not cross that finish line." Cross the finish line. This is what came to me. Cross here brings to mind St. Andrew's Cross, the cross of the state of Alabama, so-called rebel flag. The finish line, this image is the Florida-Alabama border. Alabama drops into Florida. See the map. King, Martin Luther King, crossed the same bridge in his Alabama walk. Listen, now tell me what you hear. Alabama, Obama. You can even see Obama in the word Alabama. Study this. It seemed cryptic to me when Obama said, "Florida, I need you to make it happen. I can't win it alone," Obama said. "If you're not behind me, if you don't feel the fierce sense of urgency, what Dr. King called the urgency of now, then we may not cross the finish line. Numerology proportionals came to me even before the rally here under strange skies. The sky was really, really strange. Clouds, attempt rain, then sunshine. Okay, I will not reveal those proportionals at this time, but I thought back to the year 2000 when Richard Noon wrote his book, 5/5/2000, Ice to Ultimate Disaster, when he said that on May 5th, the year 2000, that Mercury, Venus, Mars, Saturn, and Jupiter would be aligned with the Earth, and then when that happened for the first time in 6,000 years, trillions of tons of ice and water will sweep over the planet. So when that date came, as it got closer, I was excited about it. I was wondering what was going to happen. So it wasn't until the last moment I packed up, and me and my family, we ran down to the base of the Grand Canyons. You know, I was thinking about it, then I left it alone. Oh, nothing's going to happen. Then I had this urgency to go, so I packed up and we rented a truck and we went to the base of the Grand Canyon because I had been studying, and the last time the deluge came, the floods, the Grand Canyons were formed, and I knew that that was a safe place to go. So I went there, and the Havasupai Indian family took me down, and I met with the elders, and we talked about things of the future. And from that experience, I learned that these surprises, you know, we should look at these things, you know. And so about the October surprise, we will never know until then. But from my experience, all is for signs. So read them well. And as for me and my house, we will cross the line. So in retrospect, you know, 5/5/2000, there's a Superbird B-15 is 183 miles long. So it broke off at the Ross Ice Shelf and it started traveling. So I found that from that time, May 5, the year 2000, 12 years later, it will be the culmination. So I won't get into the numerology and how it happened, but if you read some of my blogs and check the website out, www.unm13.com, you will see this experience of mine. So let us look to the skies, October. All is for signs. We are going.